All right. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Bobby W223 here. And if you haven't already, go ahead and check out the trailer for the Ratchet and Clank movie that just got announced. So, yeah. Alright, y'all see it? Y'all watch it? Cool. Yeah, but link will be in the description for the trailer for the Ratchet and Clank movie that just got announced, so you guys can go check that out. Basically, I want to know what's your guys' thoughts and opinions on it. Not necessarily so much the trailer itself, but more so, do you think that it's a good or a bad thing that they're coming out with the Ratchet and Clank movie? You know, do you care? Are you sick and tired of Ratchet and Clank? The games, comic book movies, are you getting sick of it? Are you excited for this? Like, what do you guys, how you guys feeling about it? Me personally, I don't think that this is necessarily a bad thing. It's just I would rather me personally, I would rather a Ratchet and Clank TV show more so than a Ratchet and Clank movie. You know, as a matter of fact, you know, I would like to see a Ratchet and Clank Ratchet and Clank TV show, a Jak and Daxter TV show, and Sly Cooper TV show. You know, I think that those games would be pretty cool as TV shows. You know, this is something that I thought about for a few years now. You know, they could even have like a 2 to 5 minute short, you know, in either all of those TV shows at the end of the episode, or maybe one of the TV shows. They could have like a 2 to 5 minute short of like Little Big Planet. You know, how like the Adventures of Sackboy or the Adventures of Little Big Planet, whatever. I don't know if you guys ever watched these videos that you could download off the PSN store around the time that the first Little Big Planet came out, but they had these little like short videos of Little Big Planet, and they had Stephen Fry narrating, and you know, Sackboy would create something, or you know, just things like that. They could even, you know, have little stuff like that, just kind of, you know, promote their franchises and things like that. But I feel the way that Ratchet and Clank is, how it's just about these space adventurers going to these different planets and galaxies, you know, and doing these missions and things like that, that it would work very well as a cartoon. Yes, I know it will be kind of ripping off Star Fox, but I've always felt that the Ratchet and Clank games, to me, they've always reminded me of Mario, Star Fox, and even a little of Metroid with the weapons and the whole space bounty hunter type of stuff. But I really feel that, yeah, Jak and Daxter will be great. You know, they've always had good stories in the games. I think that would be really cool. You know, Sly Cooper, you know, the cutscenes and the way that the characters act in that game is very much like a cartoon TV show. So I think that could translate perfectly into a TV show. Once again, you know, Ratchet and Clank, I feel would just be a lot more adequate. A lot more adequate as a TV show, more so than a movie. But it looks cool. It looks like kind of the art style of like Tools of Destruction and A Crack in Time, more so than this Ratchet and Clank game here. But I do feel that they do need to give the Ratchet and Clank games a fucking break. I mean, they came out with like 25 Ratchet and Clank games since the PS2 era. They need to give it a break. But I feel like if they come out with a TV show and it's successful, and they can do maybe like a couple seasons or whatever of it, that way people that are huge fans of Ratchet and Clank, like myself, you know, we can still kind of get our fix and, you know, still see these, you know, these characters and things like that, but we can also still get a break from the video games, you know, so it's still kind of a win-win, you feel me? You know, Jak and Daxter, I definitely do want to see some more Jak and Daxter games, but I think a Jak and Daxter TV series would be great as well. Same thing, you know, Sly Cooper, they came out with Sly Cooper 4 recently, you know, they can keep that going, and, you know, do like a TV series for that. Ratchet and Clank, I don't want to see, me personally, I don't want to see a Ratchet and Clank video game until like the end of the PS4 era. I'm talking like no Vita games, nothing. Like, I'm talking like where the PS3 is at now, maybe even a little further into the cycle for the PS4. Then I wouldn't mind seeing another Ratchet and Clank game, but until then, like, they need to take a break with that shit, like, real talk. But yeah, Ratchet and Clank TV series I think would be awesome. Far as movies that for, you know, video game IPs that Sony own, that I want to see into a movie, the number one for me that I want to see is an Infamous movie. And I know, I want to say back in like 2010 or so, they had said something about they're supposed to be making a movie. I don't know if that's still being made or what's going on exactly with that, but I would love to see a movie on Infamous. I'm a sucker for superhero movies, Marvel, DC, you know, Image comics like Spawn, stuff like that. You know, especially Marvel. I'm a huge Marvel fan. You know, DC is cool, like Batman, stuff like that. The new Superman movie looks amazing. Yeah, like, I would love to see an Infamous movie. I mean, of course, you got, you know, God of War and Uncharted are kind of, I guess, no-brainers. Those could be okay, even though we've had a shit ton of these, you know, 300 movies lately. And, you know, Uncharted, it's one of those, it was one of those movies, or, you know, if they came out with a movie, it would be one of those movies where, on paper, it seems like it'll work so great because the game had that Indiana Jones movie feel to it. But for some reason, I can really see them fucking that movie up, but... You know, I would check it out because I'm a fan of the games and things like that. Twisted Metal, I think, honestly, would be kind of cool. I remember David Jaffe about a year or so ago was saying that he would like to see a Twisted Metal movie, but not as focused on the car combat, but more so the aspect of Sweet Tooth and the horror aspect of it, which I think could be pretty interesting. You know, kind of more of like a horror movie aspect about, you know, Sweet Tooth and him killing people and kind of like why he became crazy. Like, if you play the new Twisted Metal movie, they kind of explain that further, but basically like a full movie on that. You know, if you've ever seen Death Race is pretty much what a Twisted Metal movie would be if they focus more on the car combat. You know, Death Race is 2 movies. Go check them out if you haven't. Once again, Death Race. Check them out. They're not too bad of movies, but you know, Dave Jaffe said, you know, he would like to kind of see something more on the horror aspect of it, which could be interesting. But Infamous, definitely. Heavenly Sword would be pretty cool, but I really want a Heavenly Sword 2 video game before they even think about doing a movie or whatever. But yeah, what's your guys' take on this Ratchet and Clank movie? Once again, trailer will be in the description below. Let me know. Do you guys care? Does it look like something that you guys would watch? Are you just sick of Ratchet and Clank, period? Would you rather a TV show series or a movie? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And this is your boy Bobby W223, and peace out.